Good morning, I hope everyone's well today. Thank you for watching. I noticed something this week that should have come to my attention some time ago, and that is Cadbury chocolate going down the pan. Literally going down the proverbial dustbin of history. As a beloved British brand from everyone's childhood, it's a travesty to see what's actually happened to the brand since it was bought out in a hostile takeover by Kraft Group in America that are known for making some dodgy macaroni cheese. So I want to get into a few bits and pieces with this, and the quality to me has been completely noticeable within the past year. It just tastes foul. I bought a pack of mini eggs a few weeks ago, and I tasted them, and I was like, this doesn't taste at all like anything. They just tasted foul. So the first thing I want to do is I want to play this video because other people are waking up and other people are noticing. So I'm going to play this first of all.
Another reason to say no to Cadbury is they are making lower quality, cheaper chocolate for Ireland and the UK markets than they are in other countries. So this is a Cadbury's bar in Ireland. I've talked about it before, how they're only using 20% cocoa solids now in their chocolate, so a really low amount of cocoa solids for milk chocolate. They also use palm oil to make this really cheap to manufacture. Now, a follower who lives in Australia sent me a picture of the Cadbury's label in Australia. Look at the difference. I'm going to put a picture of it here now. They are using 27% cocoa solids in the same Cadbury's bar in the Australian market. They're also not using palm oil. They are using full cream milk, which is the way milk chocolate should be made. They are not replacing it with a cheaper fat of palm oil, which is what they're doing here for the Irish and the UK market. So this Australian Cadbury's Dairy Milk is a much better quality milk chocolate bar than that we have here. It's going to taste so much nicer with the 27% cocoa solids than this is going to taste with just 20%.
So I want to stop this here because we were forever told that being in the EU would protect our consumer rights, our food quality standards. Australia's not in the EU. The Republic of Ireland is in the EU. Is this the quality of protection for food that we're going to expect in the EU? Something to think about. The EU may not be all that it's cracked up to be by the Remainers and the Remainers.
It's going to taste how we remember Cadbury's used to be when we were younger. The quality was so much better, and it just shows you the tactics of these huge food companies like Mondelez International, who now owns Cadbury's, what they do, because they can get away with selling a cheaper chocolate over here in Ireland and the UK, probably making more profits, and so they'll do it. Where is the integrity? Where is the value of supplying a good quality milk chocolate product to all markets that they sell their product to? This kind of thing goes on more than you realise with big food companies in the food industry, and that is another reason to say no to Cadbury's.
So we'll leave that there. But it's a broader issue here. Now, people may say, Damien, Cheshire, you're a capitalist, you're right leaning. Yes to both of those. I am not a corporatist. I don't believe we have a functioning capitalist system at the moment. I think we're in a corporate system where the large companies are competing on a level playing field with the small businesses or family owned businesses. That, lest we forget, Cadbury was originally a family owned business for over 100 years. They had a Bourneville factory down in Birmingham. Everybody knows the Bourneville chocolate, the dark chocolate, the plain chocolate, the one that nobody has. And nobody eats in the roses when they used to be in the roses tin. And they had a Somerville factory down in Bristol Way as well. They were meant to be protected from being outsourced and shipped overseas. This was a promise that was made by the corporates at Kraft when they took it over in 2009/2010. They promised to keep all the sourcing of the foods and the products in the UK and actually maintain the recipe. None of that has actually happened. The recipe has dwindled year by year over time, and they shut the Somerville factory and shipped it off to Poland. So when Angela Rayner and the Labour Party are saying, we're going to protect your rights, we're going to give you more workers' rights, we're going to increase the minimum wage, we're going to do all these fabulous things for you, what they don't tell you is that the job that you've had for 40 or 50 years is going to be shipped off to a third country, and you're going to lose that job. So you're going to have rights, you're going to have lovely, lovely employment rights, but you're not going to have a job to go to. and then we'll get on to some of the detail about the closure of the Somerville factory. Production move. The production of the iconic brands such as Crunchy, Dairy Milk, and Cream Eggs were moved to a new facility in Skoro, I can't even pronounce that, in Poland, just Poland. Job losses, about 500 to 700 due to the closure. The betrayal. Kraft was heavily criticised and censured by the UK Takeover Panel for backtracking on promises to maintain operations in Somerdale, a move branded despicable by workers. Site redevelopment. Following the closure, the 220-acre site was sold and redeveloped by the St Monica Trust into a retirement community featuring over 150 assisted living apartments. The factory had been a major employer in the region since 1919 and was known for producing Fry's chocolate. This is the issue with the corporate globalist mindset. Its efficiencies, its cost-cutting at the price of the consumer. That's being me and you watching this video. Now, when Cadbury was in its infancy, they created something known as the Bourneville Village. And this was actually affordable housing, we all know that phrase, and a local community, and it was actually socially responsible capitalism. They actually built a community around the factory. And this is the thing that this isn't just specific to Cadbury and the factory. This is what we've lost in the UK in general, a sense of community around a local industry, whether that's the mines or the pits. They were all closed down and nothing was there to replace them. But back to the Bourneville Village, alright? There is still some chocolate produced at the Bourneville factory, but it is not what it used to be. Now, the Bowling Green, the cricket ground, the cricket fields have been sold off to private developers. All the sporting facilities have been closed, and that's all in the name of efficiencies for the corporate conglomerate brand. The sense of community, the sense of place, the sense of we're in this together has all been stripped out. And unless we forget, there's also how do I phrase this? There's also the shinkflation phenomenon. That's where they will charge you the same price for the same thing, but you don't get as much of it. So instead of 11 Rolos, you'll get 10 Rolos. I know that's not Cadbury, that's Nestle, but the principle's the same. Or the ever-shrinking tub sizes. We've all known that. We all know that. The tub sizes of your Christmas chocolates, they get smaller and smaller over time. Or now you only get 5 cream eggs, not 6 cream eggs. And if anyone's tasted the cream egg recently, it's not even made with dairy milk chocolate anymore. This is the hollowing out of a great British brand to an American conglomerate that has no dedication to the country, has no dedication to the local places. And this is what globalisation does. And this is what we're meant to be behind. This is what we're meant to be supporting. No, not on this channel, not on my watch. And to add insult to the injury, the King has actually withdrawn the Royal Warrant for the chocolate as of 2024. Cadbury no longer holds a Royal Warrant to supply chocolates to the British royal household. Its long-standing warrant, first granted by Victoria in 1854, was not renewed by the King, currently Charles III, and was withdrawn in late 2024 after 170 years on the list. This means Cadbury can no longer advertise itself as supplier by appointment to the royal family or display the royal crest of arms on its packaging or under the warrant scheme. It had previously held the warrant through Elizabeth II's reign, briefly continued under King Charles until the most recent review. It was omitted from the updated list of warrant holders published in late 2024. So the King's not even happy with this, and I can't say blame him. The chocolate, down the pan. I'm not buying it anymore. I don't know many people that are buying the gesture eggs this Easter, because in the more diverse parts of the United Kingdom, they've now been rebranded as gesture eggs. It's a disgrace. Now, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, give me a like and subscribe. Do all of that great stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.